Well, good morning. John Pyatt with the Mojave Valley Daily News. This is the Daily Dose for Wednesday, June 30th, Hump Day,
Hump Day.
brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center. Get my stuff over here.
Yeah.
At the Tri-State Radiology Center, located in Fort Mojave, your images will be read and available within 24 hours. No need to wait several days to get your images to your doctor. Call them today for an appointment at 928-460-7226. And remember, at the Tri-State Radiology Center, your image means the world to us. All right. You awake, Jeff?
I think I am. Kinda.
Jeff had an early morning
Yes,
call.
I did.
So we're going to start off with that. That's our breaking news. Jeff, if you want to check out the video.
Sure, we'll play that. Let's do it.
So Jeff had the police race by his house early this morning. They were on their way up to the 3400 block of McCormick at the Casa del Sol apartments, where one man was shot in the leg. We don't have any more details on it yet, but I'm glad the volume's down on that.
Yeah, I
video,
turned the
right?
volume down, yeah.
Apparently, the guy that was shot was very vocal in his displeasure with the person that shot
Yes.
him. Using a lot of profanity in that, but I guess if I got shot in the leg at 12:30
You might do the
in the
same
morning,
thing.
I'd feel
Yeah.
the same way. So we don't have any more details on it yet. Obviously, he's okay. They don't. We'll try and we'll endeavor to get some more details on what happened and who.
We just know
caused
it wasn't life-threatening, and he got
Yeah.
shot in the leg. And
Good morning, Mary Ann, Eric, Amy. I saw Brenda was on there.
oh yeah,
Bright and early. So, so we'll get some more information. Hopefully, Bill McMillan will have some more information later on today about what actually happened. We have a lot of lately, a lot of shootings and a lot of friend-on-friend crime.
yeah. We don't get it. We were trying to figure it out.
Yeah, it used to be you just went outside, you guys beat the heck out of each other,
Fist
you
fight.
shook hands, and you went
And it was
back in
done.
and had a beer.
Right. Yeah. Different
All right.
today.
Our other breaking news, court orders new hearing for death row inmate in Bullhead City murders. This is Danny Lee Jones. He was sentenced to death for the 1992 beating death of Robert Weaver, another friend-on-friend crime. Apparently, in March 26th of 1992, Jones and his friend Robert Weaver got into a fight after a day of drinking and using crystal meth.
Boy.
Yeah. So at some point during the evening, Jones went and hit Weaver in the head with a bat, attacked him in the garage, hit him in the bat, knocking him unconscious. He went inside and he strangled Weaver's daughter, and he beat the 74-year-old grandmother, Catherine Gumina, to death with a baseball bat. Then he went back outside to steal the car, and he found Weaver was conscious and trying to escape. He then went after him again with the bat, beat him to death. So he was convicted of 2 counts of murder. The third was attempted murder, but the grandmother, Gumina, later on died. She was in a coma for, I think it was 17 days, and then she died. So he was sentenced to death. Now they're saying they're ordering a new hearing for him because he had a history of abuse in his family, going all the way back to when he was very, very young. So they're saying that his defense counsel didn't represent him very well and didn't introduce that information. So they're granting him another trial.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
What's
what crazy to me is this is 2021. This happened in 1992. He's convicted in 93. So for 28 years, he's been on death row.
Crazy.
There are people that don't get sentences that long.
Right.
And here he's on death row for that long. All right, let's go on to,
Food.
Hey, is my Wisconsin homie in here yet?
Wisconsin home.
Look at that.
Oh,
Safeway,
boy.
Johnsonville Brats.
Oh,
the
boy.
best brats. And if you want to argue with me about who makes the best brats and you don't believe it's Johnsonville, you and I can fight.
Ooh. Fist fight.
Fist fight, though. None of that gun
no
stuff.
gun,
No.
yeah. Uh-huh.
All right, our top story, firework restrictions remain in place. This is a very difficult one. It's really hard to... So in the area here, we have Bullhead City. We have Fort Mojave, Mojave Valley, which is part of the county. we have Kingman, which is Kingman City. Well, there's different areas are covered by different ordinances. And there's the city ordinance, but there's also the restrictions put on by the fire department. The police department here in Bullhead City is what will enforce the restrictions. And the police department will only enforce the ordinances. They don't enforce what restrictions the fire department puts on. So, and then in the county, there's the county restrictions, which is absolutely no fireworks, ground, air, nothing, which is following state regulations. That has to be enforced by the sheriff, and now you're asking the sheriff's department to cover this huge area. Vincine, good morning. Adriana, good morning. Cover this huge area, and it's just not feasible. So there's a nice big story here on fire restrictions. We also have a column inside by Mike Boyd, and basically what all these all come down to is go out and watch the fireworks. Don't fire them off from your house. Besides veterans with PTSD suffering issues and pets suffering issues, you also have the fire danger, which everything out there is a huge fire hazard.
Everything's so dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we have the, speaking of fire, we have the anniversary of the Yarnell fire. It was 9 years ago. 8 years ago, 2013.
Wow.
We lost 19 heroic firefighters. This here is it is a memorial down at the Arizona Veterans Memorial Park, done by the Colorado River Women's Council for the 19 hotshots that lost their lives. That was on June 30th of 2013, fighting the Yarnell fire. So Governor Ducey has ordered that the flags go to half-staff today for all state buildings. A lot of people in the community, including us, follow the recommendations whenever the governor puts one of those in place. This is absolutely something that we should be doing, so please observe that as well.
Yes. Thank you.
We also have the Mojave Valley Elementary School District advances tentative budget. I think Jeff's got a picture of a couple of the board members there. Way over on the left, you have Hildy Berard, then Lisa Fulton, Rose Vera, and then closest to us is James Barber. They advance the budget. This is a tough one because the budget right now, they have to have it done by today. It has to be, they has to have at least posted by today. Doesn't have to be approved, but posted by today, so that the public can see it and have input on it. But they still don't know how much money they're going to get from the state. So they posted a tentative budget. They're hoping that next month they're able to actually have a better idea how much money they're going to have and finalize a permanent budget and that. But it'll be posted starting today. Formal adoption is set for July 9th, but that could actually change all the way up to September when they have their find out what the real numbers are. Buy for local animal shelters instead of fireworks.
I
yes,
agree.
Great idea.
Yes.
Good morning, Cindy. Waiting for rain. Well,
We all are.
yes.
We've been waiting for a
Get
while.
in line, Cindy.
Yeah.
All right, so I told you Mike Boyd's got an article in here about fireworks. You check that out. That is a pretty nice little story. Did we cover everything on the front? Yeah, we did.
Sure did.
So let's move on. Condo board boss warned of damage before collapse. This is the big collapse of the condos down in Florida. And surprise, surprise, on April 9th, they were warned of problems there at structural problems from a 2018 inspection, saying that they had gotten significantly worse. Owners of the condos need to pay $15.5 million to do all this work, and that was ignored, and the building came down.
You know what was crazy about that? The first 911 call for that collapse was a lady had called in and said the swimming pool is completely dry. There's no water in it.
Oh, so it cracked and drained right out?
It drained right. That's what caused the whole structure collapse,
Hey,
they
I think
believe.
there's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
On our entertainment page, which is page 6, so they got some. This is the first time I've seen this. We have a recap of some movies, music, television that is coming out in the next couple of weeks. So go and check that out. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna do sports.
We can do sports.
All right. So sports. Our first picture here is Lady Patriot assistant volleyball coach Casey Knutson. She's instructing freshman Cassia Kate on the approach footwork Tuesday morning at the Mojave Accelerated Learning Center Gymnasium. Knutson is a assistant coach there, and she was working. It looked like she was working with some of the younger students. And then we also have Melk head coach Carol Martin running a spike drill Tuesday at the Battleground. So we got a story in here. It's a preview on how they've been doing. Coach said that they've been getting 8 to 12 girls participating in the open gym non-mandatory voluntary practices throughout the spring and summer, early summer. They've also been lifting weights a couple times a week. So they're going to take some time off. I think they said they're going to take the next 3 weeks off and then resume on July 26th. Their first match of the regular season is scheduled for August 31st at San Pasqual High School in Yuma.
Couple months out.
And then Serena Williams dropped out of Wimbledon leading. She was winning her match, but she slipped on the grass on the baseline there. You know, Wimbledon is grass. She slipped on the grass and was in a lot of pain. She struggled and
Not a good match for her, huh?
no, so she's out. Very tearful
Bummer.
goodbye. All right, we also have the Laughlin Times in on Wednesday. So we got a couple stories here. Let's start out with the dive in. This is pretty good, cool news. Clark County is offering free swimming on July 4th at 5 of its aquatic centers, including the Laughlin Aquatic Center there. He's pictured. Is that you up on top there, getting ready to go down the slide, Jeff?
I wish.
That looks pretty. That
Looks
pretty
fun.
Comforting, right?
Yeah, very refreshing.
So on July 4th from 11 a.m. till 3:30, at the Laughlin Aquatic Center, it's free. You still got to follow all the rules they're asking. They like to remind parents to designate an adult to serve as a water watcher anytime children are around the pool.
Is that so nobody surfs down the slide? Standing up?
That might be.
I think I could do it. I'm just saying.
You know what? I think they have a cover on that, so you don't go flying out.
Oh, gotcha.
Some of us are a little bit bigger than
I see.
should be going down those things. And then we also have the Community Achievement Awards return. So they're looking for information, nominations right now. You can go to the LaughlinChamber.com website to find all the different categories that they have.
They put a daily dose in there?
They have not put the daily. You know, they do
We
have.
deserve an award for that. Come
They
on.
do have the communications award, so
Okay, well.
I'm asking all of our people to go and put in a nomination. It's reserved for an individual or a business honoring those in public relations, broadcasting,
Hello.
or journalism who have made significant contributions in their field. How big of a contribution can there be than the Daily Dose?
I
right?
know. That's the
Giving
best
you all
one.
the news you need to
Yes.
start your
That's
day.
why you love the daily dose.
This is the biggest Laughlin Times I've seen in a long time, so a lot of really good information in here, and then some that I don't really understand, like New Orleans donut chain expands to Mississippi.
Huh.
Like, I'm all about donut chains expanding.
That's a big
don't-
expansion.
Don't know that we really need that in the Laughlin Times, but okay, whatever.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Let's
Where are we
go
going
to the Entertainer.
You got it.
Sound good?
Yep, we're on it.
All right, some cool things in the Entertainer. First, we have a big story on rockets over the river.
Yes.
And then we also have the Kid Nick show opens up the Splash Lounge. So the Splash.
I'm going. I'm going to go check it out.
Are you?
Yes. And I'll let you know if you don't go.
I love Kid Nick.
I know. I heard they were rocking it.
They are.
I want to go see them.
So
So
Kid
that's why I'm
Nick,
going.
a lot of us in the neighborhood knows this. A lot of us in the town know how Kid Nick perform. They played a lot of things. They play Oktoberfest every year. They played Cornfest several times. They play the Borough Barbecue every year. The Kiwanis Club that I'm part of, they do the Kiwanis Wine and Jazz, the Taste of Bullhead. They did it every year that I was over there in charge of the chamber. So they are going to be the Splash Lounge at the Aquarius has been closed because of COVID. They're opening it back up tomorrow night.
Woohoo! I'm there.
So tomorrow through Sunday from 8 p.m. until 1 a.m. No cover charge. Look at the Splash Lounge is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's where we always have our
Awards?
best of awards.
That's right.
Yeah, for the newspaper.
That's right.
Pre-COVID when you could actually go inside.
Back in the
building.
day, yeah, back in the day. Donuts are always big news. You're right.
Absolutely, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff Lelane.
He's got a good name.
And I've known Kid and Nick for quite a few years. I didn't know their story, so their story is in here. Did you know that Nicole was born in Austria?
I did not.
Salzburg,
Wow.
Austria. That would explain why she did so well at Oktoberfest,
True.
because Austria is right across the border from Germany. So.
Yeah.
So, really neat story in here. They also have some background on how they came together as a band. They got 3 guys there that are coming down from Vegas that are also with them, and it's a great story. And then we have the 4th of July, celebrating Independence Day in Laughlin with fireworks, pool parties, and dining specials. I should have asked you to pull up Leonard Interior's picture. But if you know Leonard Interior, speaking of my favorite musicians in the community, we have Kid Nick. Leonard Interior is right on that list as well. It's not a very good picture. It's a small little picture.
Might be able to
of him,
see
but-
it there. A
but
little
you see
bit.
him.
Just a little.
kind of
Tiny
a
bit. A
wild
little
man.
dark. Yeah.
Leonard Interior is going to be playing over at the Riverside. So on July 3rd from noon until 6 p.m. at the South Tower Pool. They're going to have drink specials, and Leonard Interior is going to be playing. It's a $5 cover. If you are a hotel guest, it's free, or an RV park guest, it's free. But the whole story here is you've got the Avi Resort, the Aquarius, Tropicana, Harrah's, Riverside, all the different things that they have going on at those places. So go and check them out. Matt, Mark Henderson, go Leonard. He is the best. Yeah, he rocks it. And then in movies, my wife and I, every Sunday, we go over to the Avi, and they have $5 movies.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
So we've been going, and last week we went and saw The Hitman Wife's Bodyguard.
Oh,
I
how
liked
was it?
I liked it.
And your wife?
Not so much.
Not so much. Mm.
She's a difficult one when it comes to movies. This guy gave it 1 star.
Wow.
So he
Must-
apparently is in
He
the same
agreed with
camp
your
as my
wife.
wife. Yes. But I'm easily entertained. So
That's good.
all right. So let's go back to today in history and the weather.
Sounds good.
So
Today in history.
today in history,
I haven't looked, so this is going to be breaking news to me.
it's really not.
No?
Uh,
Okay, well, we were hoping.
You know, we already talked about the hot shots, the Granite Mountain hot shots that were killed.
Yep.
In 1982, the proposed Equal Rights Amendment to the U.S. Constitution expired, having failed to receive the required number of ratifications for its adoption, despite having its 7-year deadline extended 3 years. So, over 10 years, we couldn't get it ratified, and I believe to this day, technically, the Equal Rights Amendment still has not been ratified. So
So there it
I've
is
been
there.
checking into it.
That's what John thinks, and that's what it is.
Can we talk about the overcooked hash browns from Burger King?
Oh, man.
What?
That's
What?
that's not good. Overcooked hash browns?
Overcooked hash browns is never good. All right, weather.
Let's do it.
All right, weather is brought to you by Living Waters Hospice, your hometown hospice. Together we can make a difference. Today, mostly sunny, scattered rain showers. Coming through Fort Mojave this morning, there was standing water. But I live in Mojave Valley. I got nothing.
Not even
And
a
I
drop.
didn't see anything up here.
Nothing.
So they must have just come through, hit Fort Mojave, and moved on.
Yep.
So hopefully we'll get some more today. And isolated thunderstorms, high around 110. So 110 and muggy. Tomorrow 112. Light winds. Friday 110, Saturday 113, and Sunday 115. They can show some clouds for Saturday. So maybe
But they're not calling for any rain.
they
Except
are
for
not,
today.
Except for today, yeah. So it's changed. I mean,
Yeah.
a couple days ago it was 50%
Yeah.
all week, and now it's like, now that's gone away.
It can
and
change
that's
over.
gone
That's a
away.
good thing about being a weatherman. You're
Yeah.
never wrong.
That's right.
You're never
it's
wrong.
Like, hey, things change.
Things
This
weather
cold
changes.
front
That's
came
right,
in
yeah.
and it collided with
like
the
a dry
jet
heat.
stream, and yes. All right, so reminder today: every morning, please put "I'm a fan of the Daily Dose" in the comments. Like the page and share it, and we will put the entrance into a drawing on Friday. And remember, just because you did it yesterday or Monday or whatever, you can do it. Good morning, Rita Brown. You can put it in every day. Please put it in every day. You'll get more entrants and a better chance of winning. We secured our first prize yesterday, and it's going to be very nice. You're going to be very happy.
No
So
hints? You don't want to hint? No hints?
I'll tell you that we actually got 2 prizes yesterday.
We did.
One of them is Culver's, and one of them is ProFit Kitchen.
Okay, so your hint is eating.
It's going to be food.
Okay.
Although Matt Curtis over at Anderson is
Uh-huh.
always on here. I don't know, Matt, if you're on this morning, but we're hoping that Matt will donate a car.
That would be very nice.
That would be a nice
Yeah,
gift, right?
just a car. Yeah.
yeah.
That's not much.
Just a car. I don't
Yeah.
think we're asking too much. Okay, reminder today. We've done this the last couple of days. We have the PM preview. It's today at 3:45 with Carrie Faring. Then we're going to kick her out of here, and I'm bringing in. I'm really excited about this.
This'll be fun.
Anthony Mitchell and Ryan Cohn from Mojave Comedy. It's a traveling comedy troupe
Mm-hmm.
with a couple of locals here, and I'm really looking forward to having them in today. So
Do
that'll
you
be
think they're going to make you laugh? I think you might laugh once
I think
or
I'll
twice.
make them laugh.
Oh, okay.
Is
Maybe
really what I think
maybe
is
you
gonna
can
happen.
join the comedy show. I don't know.
You know what? I'm kind of busy, but you never know.
All right.
So that'll be at 4:00 today. Q&A. I am going to challenge them. I've got some questions that I'm going to ask, but I'm going to challenge them to answer any question that comes up. So whatever it is, off the wall, ask them about who should be the starting pitcher for the Angels, whatever
Yeah.
off the wall thing we can come up with. I'm going to try and stump them, and,
Okay.
and we'll see what kind
We'll
of.
see what happens. So
see
you
what
guys
they're-
better tune in today.
Yes,
Check this
tune
out.
in.
Yes.
Tomorrow at 4:00 on Valley Voices, we have Scott Neal. Scott's the assistant fire chief for Bullhead City Fire Department. We're
Good
going
guy
to
to
talk a
have
little
on.
bit more about the fire dangers right now, the issues that they've been dealing
Mm-hmm.
with. He also is the facilities guy, so he can tell us more about Fire Station 2 and all the work that's being done up there. And he's also the head coach of Malik Boys basketball. So maybe
What doesn't he do?
he is a busy guy.
He is a busy guy.
He's a busy guy. All right, so let's wrap this up.
Okay.
This is the Daily Dose brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center. They offer same or next day appointments, and they accept most insurances, including Medi-Cal. They have a wide open MRI and offer digital x-rays with your reports ready in 24 hours. Call them today for an appointment at 928-460-7226. Yes, we do need a good laugh.
We always need a good laugh, you guys.
What's the weather going to be?
We already went over weather.
We went over
Yeah,
weather.
Amy, you're late. You're late, Amy.
Amy, I think Amy might have been stuck on the whole donut story that I was talking about.
That's okay.
That could be.
Still stuck
All right,
on donuts.
everyone, have a great day. We will see you here. Please tune in at 4:00 for the comedy show. I mean, the Mojave
Good
Comedy
show,
guys.
yeah. It might be a comedy
It
show.
could end up being a comedy show. And at 3:45, remember, is our PM preview. And if you can't make either one of those, we will see you tomorrow for Thirsty Thursday.
Ooh, see you
Thanks,
guys
Jeff.
tomorrow. Thank you.